So I'm doing an update vlog. It's 3:48 in the morning. Can't sleep. Um, I'm hoping I'm talking loud enough. I don't want to disturb the neighbor too much. Um, I got approval by my doctor to start taking testosterone. I'm waiting for the insurance to um, file away the pre-auth so I can actually pick it up. I'll be starting with Androgel on my shoulders. She said 2 pumps, one on this shoulder, one on this shoulder. And after a month, I'm supposed to get blood work done to check my testosterone levels. Um, it's been a long time since I've vlogged anything related to this, but I figured why not do one tonight just to document that things are finally starting to move medically. I've downloaded an app. Let's see if I can get to it. It's, oh, can you see it on there? No, you can't. My phone's too bright. It's called Up, and it's available on Android. I don't know about iPhones, but you can't show, so you can't. I can't show this, so you can't see it. But it's got like a mood tracker on it. So I figured, since I have bipolar and we're unsure how testosterone is going to affect me, which is why we're starting with such a low dose, I'd start tracking my moods beforehand, so we have kind of an idea of what I'm like normally. And it's got like a little diary function. It's got sleeping on here, activity time, social activity time. So you can track a lot of stuff on here. It's, I think, meant for bipolar people. So that's great. And the moods are pictorial. So there's like little smiley faces on here and frowny faces. It's pretty cute, actually. So I thought I'd do that to track my moods. We're also worried about my blood pressure going up because testosterone can thicken your blood. So we're going to be monitoring that. I got put on a new, well, not really new, I used to take it before, blood pressure medicine. I was able to get it down from 170 over 90 down to 140 over 80 on my own, just from going for walks every day. But that's still not under control by the current standards. So I'm on, what is it? Losartan. I was gonna be put on, I think, lisinopril, but that makes me cough really bad. So, itchy nose. Losartan is supposed to not have the cough. I'm also on a menses suppressant. The testosterone I'll be on is so low that it won't stop my menstrual cycle. So I'm on a pill for that. A lot of medications now. We're also worried about the edema in my legs getting worse. We don't know what's going to happen with it. So there's a lot of stuff we're experimenting with to make sure that testosterone doesn't like cause things to balloon up out of control on a higher dose. So, start low so that if something does go wrong, I can go off it without too much trouble. I will be doing the very much required X amount of time on T when the time comes down to it. I don't think I can escape that because I'm going to want that documentation when things start feeling like they're stalling. I can, look back on the videos and see that there has been progress. I did sign the consent form. There's a consent form you have to sign. I did have to lose a bit of weight to get on the pill, or at least show that I can do a permanent lifestyle change. I am a big person. It was a pretty comprehensive, informed consent form, going through the major side effects of the medication, and there's, a lot of side effects it covers. from physical changes to uh, fertility changes, um, receding hairline, voice change, the stuff I want. This stuff that you want might actually happen. Oh my god, no. There's, of course, medication side effects that you don't want, like the higher blood pressure, and sometimes some people don't want all that facial hair, especially if they're non-binary. I'm not non-binary, so I want that stuff. You do have to go in for a blood test. I remember that much from the appointment. That'll be a month. I think I already said this, but I need to go in about a month after I start taking my tea. I need to go in for a blood test for testosterone. It's just, I think, the testosterone levels. So I can schedule it for any time during the day. I don't have to worry about doing it in the morning and fasting. So that's okay. I was told I need to, because of it being topical, when I do go in for my blood test, I need to wash the lower part of my arm here, just to make sure when they draw the blood that there's like no androgel down here that can taint the test results. Because otherwise it would show up as my testosterone being way too freaking high for the dose I'm taking. Or any dose, really. I think that's it for the medical stuff. I have been working on socially changing a little bit over the last few months. I do go by Toby now instead of my birth name. To my family by now, I've come out to friends. Some neighbors I've come out to, but not all of them. Some people just don't need to know, or they'll find out eventually. I come out to my therapist, my main therapist, and my social worker. I've been going to the University of Minnesota for gender therapy and for the hormone business. If I done transition wise, I have made some wardrobe changes, but not enough. So I still wear pants sewn for women, which bothers me because they're very form-fitting, and I'd rather have looser pants, but money issues, you can't necessarily go out and get a new wardrobe when you're poor. I have found I'm very dysphoric when it comes to my period. I had to switch my birth control pill that I was on to suppress it because I was getting breakthrough bleeding, or spotting is often called, but the spotting got so heavy it was like an actual period with cramps and everything. And I found I would wake up in the morning feeling great until I went to the bathroom. And then I'd see and smell all the blood, and it would make me just so depressed I couldn't do anything. I couldn't eat. I just slept all day. I was just really distressed from it. So I had no idea that I was that emotionally drained by something that I had all the time. I just always stifled it because what else are you gonna do? Some things you just gotta live with, and I guess having to live with things for 30 years, you just kind of get used to shoving things down because you have no alternative. But now I have an alternative, so I, felt it more. I have been binding a lot more lately. I find I'm getting more uncomfortable with my chest. It's not horrible, but I can't look at myself in the mirror that much anymore unless it's from here up, depending on the mirror. So my vanity in the bathroom is just really distressing. I pack occasionally. It depends on what the weather, because having a lump of silicone in your pants when it's 100 degrees and humid is very uncomfortable. Because it just feels hot and lumpy and sticky. And I know guys who are born with dicks are, have to deal with those all the time and that lumpy, sticky swampiness, but I have a choice. Haha, fuck you. I am trying to resist cutting my hair. I do want long hair. I miss long hair, and I know there are people that say, well, long hair is feminine. Why do you want long hair? I just like long hair, and I miss having it, and I hate giving in to being into dysphoria by having hair that doesn't look stereotypically manly. Short hair is nice, but it's not cool, You know, long hair is cool. You can do shit with it. You can, like, I don't know, you can wave it in the wind and you can tie it back. And I miss being able to wear a ponytail. I just miss the versatility. I miss the enjoyment of maintenance. I say that kind of ironically because maintenance is a lot of work. Um, I just miss it a lot. You know, I want to be able to braid my hair into manly warrior braids and stuff like that. I am finding my voice is bothering me a ton. It's just so high pitched. I mean, it's not the most high pitched. There's people with higher pitched voices than mine, but it's not great. So I don't know if the dose I'm going to be on is going to affect my voice very much. Until I get into a higher dose. I know some non-binary people on lower doses have had some voice change, nothing drastic. So that's going to be a little while. Same with the facial hair. Some people have had some minor peach fuzz growth. I'm worried a little bit about acne. I do get acne during my monthly cycle, and I had acne during my first puberty. Nothing severe, but it was, you know, really greasy around the forehead and along the cheek line here, and it still gets a little zitty up in here and along the cheeks. So I don't know what that's gonna do. Zits don't bother me too much. I just have a bad habit of picking at them. Like it if I had a little extra hair and, you know, some actual scruff coming in, but it'll do what it'll do. Walking a lot. I walk about a mile, a little bit over a mile when I do. Trying to do it every day, but lately I've been lazy. Trying to get my eating a little more healthy, more vegetables, more fiber, less junk food. It's really hard though, because I have such a bad sweet tooth. But I know I'm going to have to get it under control, especially when testosterone's munchies start up. I'm going to have to show some discipline there. I don't want to put on a bunch of weight. Didn't mean to flip you off, but I don't want to put on a bunch of weight, extra weight, because I've worked hard to get down to where I am. I'm planning on doing a 5K in September. It'll be through the NAMI Walk program fundraiser thing. It'll be with the First Street Center that I go to for mental health issues. I'm looking forward to that, and that's partly why I'm trying to walk more often, so that I can handle a 3-mile walk. Other than that, a lot going on in my life. All of it's trans related at this point. Hyper focused on trans things, transitioning. Yeah, so I guess that's the update for now.